Hey everyone, so we decided that we're gonna give this reaction a try because a lot of you have been asking for, especially on our live stream, for us to do the reactions to each episode of The Mandalorian for season 2. Now I know we didn't do one for episode 1 or 2 because editing it takes a really long time and it's just, I don't have the time to do it, but so many of you asked for it that we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. So if you're watching this video, be aware that there will be spoilers. You have been warned. And now let's get to watching The Mandalorian, episode 3 of season 2, chapter 11, titled The Heiress.
Here we go.
Looks like we made it. Get ready for landing.
Seatbelts.
Once we're through the atmosphere, there should be just enough fuel to slow us down.
Wow, that's how he landed. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and after all the cold.
Strap in the eggs. Oh no, Baby Yoda.
Oh no.
Please, Baby Yoda, like save the eggs.
Redeem yourself, Baby Yoda.
Oh, he put on the
he was waiting for the last
minute.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh,
no!
he was so
It was so good! Oh my god! Just a shake of disappointment, like.
Oh, the Heiress.
The Heiress. Why is it moving on its own? Ah! Mama core? It's giving me Jurassic Park feeding the lamb.
Yeah, I think
the
so
T-Rex
too.
vibe.
I had a feeling. I knew it was a trap.
Oh my god! Oh.
Oh! Yeah.
Sabine!
That's
It's
no,
Sabine?
Oh, no, it's yeah. Oh! That is. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh yeah, that's Death Watch, all right.
Bo-Katan!
Mm-hmm.
When she unmasks herself, will it be Katie? Oh, okay. Oh no!
Well, lucky we found you first.
That's definitely Katie.
Interesting.
Freaking Bo-Katan, man.
Oh,
like
there they go.
flesh and blood.
All of the graphics, all of the CGI just looks
So
good, and it's so seamlessly put together.
Oh, what a great visual. Just push him. Bye. Bye. Oh.
Oh!
Whoa.
Yeah!
Oh my god, she's so cool.
Oh, that was an awesome.
Yes, squad, come through. This looks like a practical set. How did they
Yeah.
do this on the volume? Isn't that where they don't want them?
Where?
They know where it is.
Darksaber?
Their Darksaber.
Holy crap!
Regardless, we are taking the ship for the battle's ahead.
Abandoned ship?
Blow it up and abandon.
That
Or-
sucks.
Live. The Empire.
Oh,
Live the Empire.
Oh!
suicide mission. Holy crap. He's gonna crash the
He's
ship,
gonna
like
crash
you said.
There you'll find Ahsoka Tano.
Name drop!
Oh, it's not sputtering anymore.
And
Oh, whoops. Bryce Dallas Howard, good job. That was so good.
Oh.
So we have watched the episode. You guys just saw us react to episode 3, and wow, might be my favorite episode so far.
I have to admit, there was a lot of good action, and we got to finally see some characters from Clone Wars, and we got to see the Mon Calamari, and it was just really cool. I really liked this episode. We got to see more Imperials, and also to see a little bit of their zealousness, you know, long live the Empire.
Oh my god, it's so dark. Wow, yeah, so taking it back to the beginning, as we remember from all the previews and stuff like that, we knew that with this episode, as soon as he landed in the port, I guess, that the character played by Sasha Banks is with the hood in the trailer was going to show up. And I know there were speculations before. Could she play Sabine? Could it be somebody else? We obviously find that out in this episode. But I like that, we do have a conclusion for the frog lady and her frog husband.
And they gotta have some offspring, and that Baby Yoda did not eat all of them.
And at the end, it looked like he was learning about, being born, life form and things like that. And maybe he feels just a little bit bad for ingesting some
I
of
hope
them.
so. I hope he feels very bad, Baby Yoda. Bad Baby Yoda.
You know what I was worried about? I was worried when they weren't looking, and when they turned back, he was going to have half of the frog baby in his mouth.
I know. I'd be like, no.
I was like, no. Yeah, but this episode, Mandalorian, first of all, has to get the Razor Crest fixed.
Oh my god, his poor ship.
Oh my gosh.
His poor ship is in so many pieces.
So many pieces. Continue to have little pieces fall off. Goes to the inn, I guess. And is it the inn or the bar?
I think he did say an inn.
Yeah, I remember he's like, oh, that inn over there. Gets double crossed because everybody wants the Beskar. I feel like Beskar at this point has put such a big target on his back.
Yeah, that's gotten him into more trouble than not. Yeah, but also I'm wondering if he spray painted it a little bit, made it look so it didn't look like Beskar, as shiny,
right?
Kind of a thing. He could probably get away with it a little bit more. But of course, as he starts walking towards the inn, he does get spotted by one of Death Watch, which is I'm so excited to see the armor. The armor looked like it was pulled straight out of the Clone Wars cartoon. Bo looked exactly
Katie
like
Sackhoff.
It was great, and to have the fact that she's the same person that does the voice, so there was no separation of, well, she doesn't quite sound the same or act the same.
Right.
It is the same actress.
It is literally the same actress that brought Bo-Katan to life. Katie Sackhoff, if you don't know her, IMDb her. She's done many things. A really fantastic, very action-packed episode, and it really overall felt like, the first two, they're good, but they kind of gave it more of an anthology Western feel. This one really felt like, especially with the inclusion of Death Watch and Bo-Katan and the Imperial officers, felt like a Star Wars episode. Yes,
it really does seem like they're now going to start weaving in more and more of the things that we know from Star Wars. We got Ahsoka Tano's name dropped, which... Wendy I was thinking, oh, that's great, so we're probably going to see her in the next episode.
Because
and
he's
Wendy's
heading
like,
up to
no. It's probably going to be the episode after that, because that's the one you said that Dave Filoni is directing,
according
right?
to the was it the WGA website, or was it, I don't remember who reported it or where I saw it. Maybe IMDb? I don't know. So I don't know if it's 100% trustworthy, because they're not really telling us. So this is all kind of just by reading what I could find at the most reliable sources that I know of to go to on the internet. But Bryce Dallas Howard directed this episode. The previous episode was directed by Peyton Reed. I can't remember who's doing episode 4, but I read somewhere and also have heard that Dave Filoni is doing episode 5, and I just don't see any other director other than Dave Filoni directing the episode that has Ahsoka Tano in it. He loves that character. He obviously have directed Ashley Eckstein as Ahsoka Tano in many episodes of Clone Wars and Rebels. So it would make sense that he would be directing, we think, Rosario Dawson at this point. No one still has confirmed it, but we'll see in about 2 weeks, I guess. To direct the live action Ahsoka Tano. I just don't see that he's kind of like, oh yeah, sure, you can direct it.
He's like, no. This is the one I'm directing. This is my baby. No one touch it.
No one touch it.
No one play with my toys. These are my toys.
And for this instance, it would be okay. But it's really great to see that crossover, having Bo-Katan inserted in this episode. Axe Wolf was also in it. Sorry if I'm saying the last name incorrectly. Koska was in it. Koska was in it. It's just so cool to see 4 Mandalorians in action.
Kicking some But
where the stormtroopers like, there's about 10 of them, and they're like, we only see 4 life forms, but the way they fight, you might as well. Yeah, exactly. And it was just, I love that play of, and we see it in the movies, and we see it again here, kind of the Imperial, where they have the manpower, the firepower, but sometimes they don't have the brain power, because he's like, where did you trap them in? The cargo hold.
No, the cargo control.
Yeah. Where? And then I was just like, oh no.
I thought it was great. Absolutely hysteric. I loved how they built up the fanaticism of the Imperials, how they're struggling, but they're still very powerful. So I cannot wait to see more, especially of Moff Gideon.
Oh yeah, and they talk about the Darksaber. So obviously Bo-Katan is on the hunt. She basically knows who has it. She was looking for a confirmation. Kind of sort of got the confirmation that he said, the officer said, if you're looking for it, then you already know the answer.
Yeah.
So that will be her mission. And by the looks of it, we will probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, get another Bo-Katan appearance.
Yes.
Because if her endgame is Darksaber, and we saw the Darksaber in its physical form in season 1, and Moff Gideon will be back, I just feel like it would be a missed opportunity if we don't have the two of them stand off to fight for it.
I think it would actually be pretty cool if, because after Rebels, when do they, because this is way after the battle for Mandalore. So I'm curious if we're going to see some more fighting on Mandalore, and I hope we actually sooner or later get to that planet, which would be awesome. But that's probably not going to come around until like season 3, maybe season 4.
Oh, season 4. Can you imagine if we get a season 4?
If we get a season 4.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I'd be really happy. Another thing to point out, and this isn't what, I don't feel like this was as major of a moment as seeing Bo-Katan in the flesh, and hearing her say the words out loud, Ahsoka Tano, where I'm just like, my Star Wars universe is colliding, and I love it. But it was when they knocked Baby Yoda into like the feeding area of the Mama Core or something.
They said it was something, but it looked like a water, what is that called?
The Kraken.
Yeah, some kind of Kraken, some kind of so it was, we didn't get to see much of it.
Just saw it swallow up the baby inside as a hover pram, which surprised me. That actually, I think you said you saw it coming. I actually didn't. I was like, oh, it's feeding time. This, you go to the attraction like Gatorland, and you see like, oh, we're gonna feed the gator like that. And again, they wanted the Beskar and the child. So
and like by now, I think Mondo really should have been kind of like, hey, we're gonna go feeding time. Good, go. I'm going to stay right here with my back to a wall so no one can jump me. I think he would be so paranoid over anyone going, oh yeah, come on over here and stand right on the edge, where you can see this big creature being fed. And I'm kind of like, this seems a little, no pun intended, fishy. But he fell for it, and then they pushed Baby Yoda in.
And then enter Bo-Katan. Overall, a super great episode. We can see where he is limping towards. That ship, man. Wow.
Oh my gosh. There were a few moments where the ship kind of reminded me of the Serenity from Firefly.
Yeah.
To where, especially when it was coming in on a landing and going through the atmosphere, and I was like, wow, with it, how beat up it is, it kind of reminds me of the Serenity.
Yeah. Overall, a really great episode. Love seeing Bo-Katan in action. She looked so good. Oh, it was so amazing. Definitely my favorite episode so far. And I say that without even having seen the episode.
Every single episode.
I know. They just keep getting better. You know what? Mandalorian, bring it. Keep wowing me every single episode. Any final thoughts you want to add?
I think this is a great episode. Lots of fun. It did seem shorter than
35 minutes.
And normally
as opposed to like closer to an hour.
Yeah, which I was kind of like, wait, why'd they cut it so short?
I guess if, final editing and notes and things like that brings the episode down to a 35-minute episode for them to still be able to tell a cohesive story and gives the audience, eye candy when it comes to seeing the crossover between the Mandalorian and the Clone Wars.
And the
then
special effects in this episode were really good, especially of the ships. And I loved that whole fight sequence on the outside of the ship before they actually go in and
with the
steal.
stormtroopers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, and maybe I missed it, but I feel like we didn't. They could have inserted at least one.
I was waiting for it when they threw both of them. I was waiting for a Wilhelm scream, and they didn't do it. And I was like,
No, it's not a Star Wars episode.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys, those are our thoughts for Season 2, Episode 3 / Chapter 11 of The Mandalorian. Let us know what you thought of the episode in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.